Hello everyone, and welcome back to Introduction to OPCloud. In today's session, we're going to drill down again how to use the link table. The link table is our main functionality in order to use links in OPCloud. Let's see how we can use it wisely. First, for our drill, let's take a process and an object. The first thing we need to know is how to connect link correctly. In OPCloud, the text area is for grabbing and moving the objects and processes, like this. And non-text area is to handle the links, connect them, and start from them. If I want to connect object 1 into A processing, I will select a non-text area and link it into the process. As you can see, we have two options to connect the link. We can connect it into the center of the other thing, meaning it will automatically select a different port. Thus, if I will move around, let's take for example the consumption link, the object, the link will move according to that. If I will connect to a specific port, like that, it will be connected to that port directly. Here you can see how I change it into a specific port. Now, how do we use the link table? If I already have a link and I want to replace it, I do not need to delete it and then draw it again. I can just recreate it, and then it will be replaced automatically. Of course, it depends if I have that link on other diagrams too, and then I will need to replace it in all diagrams and change it according to OPM methodology. Now, let's continue to see what kind of links do we have. I will recreate again the link table, and we can see that on the upper part we have the structural link. In this case, the only possible is exhibition characterization link, since it is an object and a process. And now we can see that we have instrument link, consumption link, and effect link. Each of them have a drop-down that we can select from a specific type of that link. For example, we have the instrument, instrument condition, or instrument event. If I will select instrument event, in that case, we will see that the OPL that help us to understand what we're going to do is changed accordingly to state that this is indeed instrument event link. For example, object 1 initiates a processing which requires object 1. Now, when I will click on it, it will be selected automatically. This is true also for the consumption link. We have a consumption condition and consumption event, and the effect link. We have the effect condition and effect event. You may also know that we have other options. For example, if we have two objects, I can connect to two of them together from the process. Let us select the multiple objects. We can do it like we've seen in previous videos via the shift or doing one by one with control. Then we'll select the process and connect a link to one of them. You can see in the headline of the link table that we have a processing to object 1 and object 2. As you can see, we have only those specific options. You may also see a new option here. This will give us option to just connect them, the none, meaning that it will be connected with two result link, or I can select the OR link or the XOR link, meaning one of them, or exclusively one of them. I can select it and do it the same. The same goes for the effect, but here I can, since the effect can be also effect condition and effect event, I can select them both. If I will, for example, select the OR and click on it, you will be able to see that we have the OR link. I can of course change it regularly. If I will click on it, it will change the OR link into the other link. Let's try another options of the link. Here, for example, I will add states to my object. I can rearrange them according to whatever I would like to arrange them. And then let's see how we can use the new link table with a process. If I'm selecting state 1, you can see that we have the input-output link pair. The input-output link pair have several other options. Aside from the condition and event, we have the split input link pair. The split input link pair, meaning that it starts from state 1, but it is changing it into other state without explicitly saying what other state it is going to be changed to, like that. Now we can have a different option. I can do in-out link pair from the process, and here you can see split output link pair. This means that it is starting from any other state, but it will be finished in state 2. We will need to move it around a little bit in order to see it. You can see that it's getting object 1 in any kind of state and finishing on state 2. Another option is to have a not link. What is a not link? Let's say we want to use OPCloud from any state aside from state 1. As you can see, it is very difficult to connect state 1, state 2, state 3, but state 1 will be left alone, meaning that I will need to, let's say, connect instrument link again, and again, and again. And of course, OPCloud will create automatically requires at one of the state. Now, if I have many states and many options, this is very tiresome. For that, we have in OPM and OPCloud the option to use the not link. Here, I will go to the instrument, select not, and then we can see that a processing occurs if object 2 is at state 1. And of course, you will be able to see it, that it is reflected in the OPL. We can, of course, then suppress the other states, and thus creating a very lean look of object 1 and object 2 without giving our diagram a lot of links and other irrelevant data. I can also hover over the ellipsis and see what states are currently suppressed. The next thing is connection of multiple links. As you can see, the link table, when I'm selecting multiple things, can be connected with structural link, and it will be connecting to all different kind of links together. The next thing you need to know about the link table is that it is enabling us to only connect what is relevant for us. For example, here in object 3, if I will try to connect to the process, you can see that I have only the exhibition characterization, instrument, and so on. If I will change it to be physical object, meaning that now it may be a human or other things, we can see also the agent link added. And here we can have the option of agent link, agent condition, agent event, and so on, and the not again. This is also true if I'm trying to connect different object. Here I can see what is relevant. Another thing, if I will do in zoom, you may be able to see that if I am trying to add another object, use the consumption link on the first subprocess, and then we'll try to use the consumption link on another subprocess, it will give us a warning that an object cannot be consumed more than once, which is of course correct because it was consumed already by the first subprocess, and now it will be a bad idea to consumption it again because it is not there yet. It is still just a warning. It is not going to stop us from doing it because sometime maybe it is a set of things and we have a rate of consumption and it's not fully utilized. But it gives us the idea, please be aware that maybe it is not okay to do it right now. The same thing can go to a different option, like if we want to connect a physical object into someone else that is informatical. It will give us an error, meaning that you cannot connect it. In OPCloud, we're adding more and more rules of OPM to be enforced in OPCloud. This is why sometimes you will be able to see a warning, sometimes you will not be able to see a link at all, and sometimes you will be able to see it, but only after trying to connect it, you will get the message that informs you that this is an illegal option to connect. I hope you find it interesting and very useful to use OPCloud link table. Thank you.